Good morning, kindergartners. Welcome back to art class. I'm so excited to see you. Today, we're going to do our first project in art class. So we're going to make a paper sculpture that looks like this. So we're going to be able to cut and fold and glue paper and make something that looks like this. I like to think of it as a playground that has ladders and bridges and tunnels. So this is what we're going to work on today. So a sculpture is a three-dimensional piece of art. So we're making a sculpture today. Last time you were here, we did something flat on a piece of paper. This is not a sculpture. A sculpture is something 3D. It is tall and wide and deep. My teddy bear is a sculpture because he's tall and wide and deep. I could turn him different directions and see him from all angles. Mickey Mouse is a sculpture because I could turn him in different directions. He's tall and wide and deep. This is a sculpture because of all of those things. So, the first thing you're going to get to do your sculpture is a piece of green paper. You want to leave this paper whole. You should not fold it or cut it or tear it. It's going to stay just like this, but we are going to glue things to it. If you can, write your name on the back of your paper. Then you're going to flip it over so that your name is on the back. Let's make a bridge first. Here's our bridge. So all you have to do is take a long strip of paper like this and bend it into an arch like this. The problem is our arch doesn't have anywhere to stick to the paper. So we're going to take that arch and we're going to turn it into a bird, and that bird's going to fly, but it can't land. So we're going to give the bird 2 feet. So we're going to go to one end and fold it up, and then we're going to go to the other end and fold it up. And then when our bird goes to land on the paper, he's got 2 feet to stand on. We're going to take a little bit of glue and we're going to glue our arch to our paper. If I put the glue here, that's not going to help. The glue has to go between the 2 pieces of paper. This is what the glue that we're going to use looks like. We're going to take one finger, not all of our fingers, just one finger, and we're going to get a teeny tiny little bit of glue on our finger, and we're going to stick it on the bottom of our bird's foot. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then when our bird flies and lands on our base, he could stick. Now glue is not magical, so we've got to hold this for a few seconds. I'm going to hold it and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I take my hands off, our arch should stay. Now let's try to make a zigzag for our sculpture. You're going to take your strip of paper and you are going to fold just the end forward, and then you're going to flip it over and fold the end forward, and then flip and fold, and flip and fold, and then flip and fold. And we're going to keep doing this until our whole piece of paper looks like a zigzag. So flip and fold, flip and fold, flip and fold, and then perfect, we have a zigzag. I'm going to do the same thing. Our zigzag bird can't land either. He needs 2 feet. So I'm going to take my glue again and put a little dot on one finger, put it on one side of my bird's foot, put a little glue on his other foot, and then let him land on the paper. Now remember, glue doesn't stick right away, so we have to hold and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I let go, it should work. The last thing we're going to make is a tunnel that looks like this. To make a tunnel, you need a pencil and a strip of paper. You're going to take the pencil and you're going to put it on the end of your strip of paper. And then you're going to hold it. It's a little tricky when you first start, but you're going to roll it around the pencil, just like you're using a curling iron if you've ever used a curling iron. And roll, 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 until you get a curl. And then you could leave it like that, or you could stretch it out a little bit. And then you're going to glue it on your sculpture, just like we did the other two strips of paper. Now you could decide what else do you want to make for your playground. Do you want to make more tunnels? Do you want to make more bridges? Do you want to make more ladders? You've got some more strips of paper, so you can take those and use it to decorate your sculpture however you want. Good luck!